Hey, what's going on, guys? How's everyone doing today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Welcome to another episode of The Body Beatdown with me, Michael. Today, we're going to focus on the Smith machine. Now, if you recall, I uploaded a video a couple of days back just showing a quick little, exercise, just me using the Smith machine, just a couple quick little clips. Well, today we're going to talk about using the Smith machine and kind of the different angles that you can stand and put your feet in and get different feelings from the different positions. Today is my leg day. Anyway, I do look forward to it. I do like leg day. Oddly enough, I'm one of the weird guys. I don't like arm day. Mainly because my arms kill me. I got a problem there. But right now, we're going to start off with some squats on the Smith machine, and we're just going to kind of talk about my feet and the position of my body. So let's get that going, guys. Okay, if you notice here, I'm getting under the bar, and you're going to see me kind of shuffle my feet around. And what that does is that gets you prepared, it gets your body and everything kind of in alignment and makes things feel right. You're going to know once you get into position where you feel best at. And you'll notice my rack moved right there. Typically, I have some two big dumbbells sitting on the back to hold it down. But yeah, you're going to notice if you watch my feet a lot, you're going to notice that they shuffle and kind of move around just a bit. And that is getting your body in proportion and in alignment correctly with how you're lifting. And that's one good thing about being on a Smith machine is you get that opportunity, I think, more than just using a regular rack. So let's move on. All right, as you've seen there, I had pretty much a normal, typical stance that you might do on a Smith machine. Now, Smith machine and complete free weight squats are a little different. You know, they can vary a little bit. So my feet were about right here, about in that position right there. And the angle of my body will show in the next clip, okay? Because I'm going to do the exact same stance that I had there. Okay, now I did go up 50 pounds in weight, but that's not really going to have an effect on anything here on my stance and what I'm going to show you. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And also I changed the view of my lens, so it's showing a little bit wider view so we can get a little bit more in there. So all right, let's go ahead and get the second set done, and we'll talk about that, okay? All right, we're getting into position. You'll notice I'm in the exact same position as I was in the first set. Look how straight up I'm standing. My feet were shuffling. We're getting into position. We're going to lift the bar up. We're unlatching it, and we're going to head down nice and smooth. You're going to notice my feet move just a bit throughout a couple of the reps, and that's your body getting itself in proper alignment and where it needs to be. And that's one good thing about the Smith machine is it allows you to adjust a little bit easier, in my opinion, than doing complete free weight squats. And I have done my share of free weight squats, and I can say that I do like the Smith machine better. So let's move on to the next one. All right. So what you'll notice there, well, number one, what you're going to notice is I put my hands on my legs. I have a really bad back. So even on the Smith machine, I have to take precautions, and my arms, my hands on my legs give me more stability. What we're going to do this time is when I get under the bar, I'm going to move my feet out just a little bit from me instead of having them under me, I'm gonna move them out just a hair, and we're gonna work a little bit more of those hamstrings and the glutes, and get a nice little workout from there. I'm gonna stick with the same weights that I have on here. I believe it's 140, and that doesn't include the whole bar and the carriage and all. So let's take a look at how these look with the feet just a little bit forward, okay? Again, we're getting under the rack. You're gonna see getting into position. Notice how my feet are going quite a bit farther up. The camera angle is a little difficult to see. It is hard to film yourself sometimes and get the views that you really want. But you can definitely tell that my feet are up probably a good, probably 1.5 inches, which makes a world of difference with this type of a move. And I'm seriously feeling that in my hands and my glutes right there. And hey, we all want to have nice hands and glutes to go along with those quads. So remember to adjust your feet and get a different workout every time that you do a set. There we go. So let's move on to the next set, guys. All right, we got that set done. Now, as any of you out there know, if you've ever done any of your own videos, it's kind of hard to do these kind of things on your own and kind of get the information across that you're trying to get across. But just understand that the first couple sets that you've seen me do, my body was more in a neutral position with my feet closer into me, okay? This set here, I moved my feet out just ever so slightly. And when you come down, you're really working those hams and the glutes. And it's a totally different feeling. And just make sure that you're comfortable when doing that and you're set properly. That's, like I said, that's one good thing about a Smith machine, is it just allows you a little bit of versatility and comfort and safety for your squats. And so I'm really glad that I have mine. And we'll take another couple of looks at some different feet widths that we can do. And we'll go from there, guys. So stick around. Oh, and we're gonna go up in weight. I'm gonna go up to, 180. We'll go up to 180, how about that? So stick around. All right, with this one here, we're gonna get up under the bar, and you're gonna notice that I'm gonna take a little bit wider stance on this one. And for me, this one here, and depending on where you place your feet, whether underneath you or further out, in front of you, but for me, this one seems to really hit maybe the inside of the legs a little bit more. And it just, it gives you a totally different feel. So like I said, it's good to use different positions whenever you're doing some exercises, because you're going to work different muscles and hit things differently, and you're liable to surprise yourself and find something that you didn't know even there. So let's move on to the next one, guys. Okay. So for this set, I'm going up a little bit more. I am going to go up to 210, which you might look at that and think, that's not very heavy. And well, it's not real heavy. I don't go real heavy. And I'm lucky to be able to do anything. So, you also got to add in, like I said, the weight of the bar and the whole carriage that glides on the guide rods and that. So granted, not exceptionally heavy, but perfectly good. Okay. All right. So this one here, I'm gonna go with my feet a little bit further in than normal. Like I said, a lot of times I like to keep my feet about shoulder width apart, somewhere in that area. This time I'm gonna go just a tad bit closer, and it's gonna hit just a little bit different. So we're gonna try and get a view of that, okay? So stick with me. All right, notice here that my feet are definitely in more narrow. They are in my shoulders instead of being more aligned with my shoulders. It's definitely a more narrow stance. And we go up nice and easy. We make sure everything feels right, and we adjust our feet accordingly. Our body starts to adjust accordingly, and you get such a different feel each and every time you adjust your feet or your stance, your position, everything. Totally different feel. Let's get that big old heavy weight back up there and latched, if I can get it. All right, guys, that's it. Now, let's discuss a few things. So there you have it, guys. Now, I know getting the idea is a little bit difficult. Like I said, when shooting this stuff by yourself, I do have a couple of different cameras and I just don't use them sometimes. But I hope you enjoyed that last shot where I'm kind of giving you two different views. Now the camera lenses themselves are gonna skew things a little different because this camera is set up a little different than my other camera that I used for the feet. So, but you get the idea, okay? And that right there was near my limit as far as weight goes and as far as what I want to put on my back as of right now in my journey. So just remember, although your typical rack and half rack and different stands and squat stands and all that kind of stuff, even though they're kind of what a lot of people go for, don't be scared to go for a Smith machine, okay? Because this has allowed me, let me move the camera a little bit. This has allowed me to start safely implementing squats again into my life. So, and this is my first Smith machine I've had. Just know that, again, when you get under the bar, make sure, just like with a normal free cage, you get your feet adjusted. Make sure your back is adjusted in there properly and everything's nice and structured correct. And you're ready for the weight load. Don't just go in there and flop the weight up and get going. You gotta be prepared for that weight. And that's no matter what machine you're using. Just know that also angling your feet outward further or more parallel or maybe back just a hair can change the way that the muscle's being hit completely, and different muscles within the muscle and fibers and all kind of stuff. Know that when you have a basic stance, maybe shoulder width, you can also go a tad bit wider. You can also go a lot more narrow, okay? How do you like that? I need a little action figure so I can do these things. But anyway, I still have a lot more to go with my leg day. I just wanted to show you a little bit on the squat machine and go into some of its pros, because there's very little cons about a Smith machine. So anyway, I got a lot more to do, like I said, so I got to get on it, and I still got supper to cook. I got my second walk of the day to do, and I may spin and get on the bike for my second time today. So I do a lot, still got to cook and everything. And I might even try to shower, I don't know. Whew. Guys, I hope you appreciate the video. I tried to give you something a little in-depth, a little bit of, you know, showing you a little bit of something here. And hope you like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to The Body Beatdown. Let's build a good community here, guys, and be all positive and help one another. No matter if it's with something like this, or diet, or just giving somebody a good pep talk, or even opening up if you have a problem in life that affects your life. Feel free to open up in here. Hit me up on Facebook under Michael Thorne, MICHAELTHORNE. You're gonna see my banner, my picture and all that. You'll know it's me. Also, The Body Beatdown is on Twitter, so you can look me up on there. And while you're at it, guys, why don't you take a look at these shirts here? These shirts mean a lot to me. They have my saying, this is my logo, this is all something that I've created and that I love and I have a passion for. And I'm beating the odds one day at a time, and you can too, guys. And these shirts mean a lot. So what do they mean and what do they stand for? Well, you're seeing it here today. Get up, get out, get rad, do it to it. And yes, I ramble on like a crazy old cackling woman on the phone. Cackle, cackle, cack. Talking about her stories that she just watched on TV. Whew, stories, I tell you. Guys, we'll see you later on the Body Beatdown. Now, get out there and do them legs.
Get up, get out, get rad, and do it to it!